This tutorial explains how to write a number in standard form, and it's quite a basic method, a method that I use for maybe people that struggle with maths and they want a quick and easy method to use in an exam to get marks. So if we start with the number 300, now to write a number in standard form we have to write a number between 1 and 10 multiplied by a power of 10. Now in my number 300 I have a digit which is the number 3. Now the number 3 I'm going to write here. Now this already is a number between 1 and 10 and I'm going to multiply that by a power of 10. Now to decide on the power of 10 that I'm going to use, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start labelling from the right hand side in my original number. I'm going to start writing 0, 1, 2, okay? And this 2 here forms my power to use in standard form. Now if we think about this, all I've done is I've rewritten the number 300 as a number that is equal to it but in a different form. So 300 multiplied by 10 squared. Now 10 squared is 100, so 3 times 100, 300. So we've just basically rewritten the number but in a different form, and we call that standard form. So let's try and apply that method to another example. So we've got 42,000. I'm going to start off by looking at all the digits that are numbers, okay, not 0, okay, and then I'm going to write those here on the right hand side, and I'm going to multiply that by 10. Now this is not a number between 1 and 10, 42, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a decimal point in between the 4 and the 2, and that turns that into a number between 1 and 10. Now to find the power of 10 I'm going to start labelling again from this right hand side, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, till I get to the last number, and that is going to form my power for that number. Okay, final example. So we have the number 5020. Now I'm going to circle, well, 502. Okay, now notice I've also put my mark around the 0. That's because either side of that is an integer, a 5 and a 2, so I have to include that 0 in the middle. So I'm going to put 502 here multiplied by 10. Now to make this into a number between 1 and 10 I am going to put my decimal point there, so it's 5.02. okay, notice I haven't changed the order of the 5, the 0 or the 2, they stayed in the same order. And then to find my power I start calculating from here, 0, 1, 2, 3, and that forms my power of 10. Okay, and that is just a very basic and simple method to use to write a number in standard form, and it could be the difference between you getting a couple more marks in an exam or not.